Alright guys, if you're over 60 and you actually give a damn about your penis health, you need to stop what you're doing and pay attention right now. This message is specifically for you. Too many blokes avoid talking about this stuff because of embarrassment or they just can't be bothered. But that avoidance ends up costing them dearly. What I'm about to share isn't just some minor detail, it's a serious wake-up call. Your life is literally on the line here. When we're talking about penis health, we're not discussing vanity or some superficial concern. This is about essential care that determines your well-being, your quality of life, and even how long you're going to be around. Neglecting this can lead to serious and irreversible consequences, no joke. I'm Dr. Claire Hudson, and I've been practicing medicine for over 25 years now, working with countless men across Australia who came to see me way too late. Most of them had no idea that their everyday habits were silently destroying their penis health. What I'm sharing today could save you from a world of suffering. These mistakes might seem harmless, but they're not. Over time, they accumulate, they weaken your body, and they turn your intimate life into a constant struggle. Every year, I see more and more blokes who regret not listening to this kind of advice when they still had the chance to change things. That's why I'm going to run through the 10 most dangerous mistakes that any man over 60 should never make with his penis. You might already be making some of these without even realizing it. Others might seem a bit strange to you, but all of them are traps that put your intimate health at serious risk. And stick around until the end because mistake number 10 is the most alarming one. Very few people know about it, and ignoring it leads to devastating consequences. But before we dive in, do me a favor and hit that like button if you want to see more honest health advice like this. It helps more blokes find this information when they need it most. Right. Mistake number 1 is ignoring warning signs in your penis. Too many men notice small changes and assume they're just part of getting older, but your body always sends signals when something's not right. Turning a blind eye to them is like walking straight into a bushfire. Your penis doesn't lie, mate. Color changes, mild discomfort, alterations in sensitivity, or difficulty when you're having a leak. These are clear warning signs. The sooner you act, the easier the treatment is going to be. Ignoring them is like letting a small spark turn into a raging inferno. I remember this bloke, let's call him Mike from Brisbane, 68 years old, who ignored a wound on his penis for over a year because he reckoned it was just temporary. When he finally came to see me, we discovered something far more serious. If he'd sought help earlier, he could have avoided so much pain and complications. Look, I know showing your penis during a consultation can be embarrassing. I get it. I really do. But that discomfort lasts only a few minutes, while the consequences of ignoring a problem can mark you for life. My advice is straight up. Don't ignore your penis. Look at it, touch it, check for changes. It's an essential part of your health, and it deserves care. The sooner you act, the better your chances of maintaining a full and safe, intimate life. So here's what I want you to do. Once a week, mate, give yourself a proper check. Look for any unusual lumps, bumps, color changes, or sores that don't heal. If you spot anything dodgy, don't muck about. Get yourself to a GP straight away. Write in the comments if you're going to commit to doing this weekly check. Yeah? Now, mistake number 2. And this is a big one. Don't go trying home remedies or internet solutions without proper medical guidance. I've seen some absolute horror stories, fellas. Blokes using all sorts of weird concoctions they found online. And it always ends badly. Never risk your penis with homemade solutions. No promise from the internet justifies the pain, the embarrassment, or the risk of losing what you value most. If you have doubts, always seek guidance from a specialist. That's the only way to protect yourself and guarantee real safety. Mistake number 3, neglecting penis hygiene. This might seem basic, but many men, especially those who've passed 60, neglect this essential care. The result? Painful inflammation, bad odors, and even far more serious complications. Uncircumcised blokes need to be even more careful. During your shower, you need to fully retract the foreskin to clean the area properly. If you don't do this, Secretions build up and create a perfect environment for infections and inflammation. I've dealt with cases of men who developed chronic balanitis, a persistent inflammation caused precisely by incorrect hygiene. This condition causes pain, redness, and even difficulty urinating, problems that could have been avoided with a simple daily habit. But here's the thing: too much harsh soap or perfumed products can also cause damage. The skin on your penis is sensitive, and aggressive cleaning can cause irritation and small injuries. The secret is moderation. Keep it clean and dry, but don't overdo it with chemicals. Use a gentle, pH-balanced wash. Nothing too fancy. Proper penis hygiene isn't just about comfort. It's also a form of prevention against infections and even some rare types of cancer. Something as simple as daily cleaning can save your intimate health and spare you invasive procedures down the track. Don't neglect the basics, guys. Keeping your penis clean is showing respect for your own body and guaranteeing lasting, intimate health. Mistake number 4: ignoring pain, wounds, or bleeding. Many men notice discomfort, spots, wounds, or even blood, but they choose to pretend nothing's wrong. That silence can cost you dearly, mate. What starts as something small can turn into an irreversible problem. One of the most alarming signs is blood in your urine. This can indicate anything from urinary stones to serious diseases like bladder cancer. Wounds that don't heal should also set off alarm bells, as in some cases, they're the first sign of silent tumors. I remember treating this bloke, let's call him Frank, 70 years old from Melbourne, who had a small ulcer on his penis. Out of embarrassment, he waited months before seeking help. When he finally came to my clinic, the diagnosis was advanced stage cancer. That delay cost him a significant part of his quality of life. I understand the discomfort of showing that part of your body, fair dinkum, but you need to know that a health professional isn't there to judge you. They're there to care for you and potentially save your life. The embarrassment lasts a few minutes. The consequences, on the other hand, can last forever. Ignoring warning signs doesn't eliminate the problem. It makes it worse every single day. Postponing diagnosis reduces treatment options and increases risks. Something that could have been resolved with a simple procedure can end up requiring complicated surgery. The message is clear as day. Never ignore pain, wounds, or bleeding in your penis. If you notice anything different, seek help immediately. It's better to hear that it's nothing than to discover too late that the damage is irreversible. Drop a comment below if this has made you realize you need to see a doctor. No judgment here. Mistake number 5: unprotected sex. Another serious mistake is not using a condom during sexual relations. Many men over 60 fall into the false sense that they no longer need it. But that decision can open the door to serious infections and irreversible complications. Sexually transmitted diseases don't discriminate by age, guys. Syphilis, gonorrhea, HIV, and HPV continue affecting older men, often silently. By the time symptoms appear, the disease may already be advanced, leaving permanent damage to intimate health. In my consulting rooms, I've treated blokes who trusted in unprotected encounters and later faced devastating diagnoses. Many of those problems could have been avoided with consistent condom use. Plus, there's another risk: penile fracture. This happens during intense sexual activity when the erect penis suffers a sudden bend. The pain is immediate and the rupture requires urgent surgery. Half of the men who don't seek quick attention end up with permanent dysfunction. Prevention is simple, mate. The condom not only protects against infections, it also preserves your peace of mind and your intimate future. Keep a few in your bedside drawer, yeah? No worries if you feel a bit awkward buying them. The chemist has seen it all before. Mistake number 6: exposing your testicles to excessive heat. This might seem like a minor detail, but subjecting your testicles to constant heat damages far more than you imagine. It doesn't just reduce fertility, it also interferes with the production of essential hormones for your body. Long hot spa baths, frequent saunas, careless use of heat packs, and even the habit of resting your laptop directly on your lap are silent enemies. Over time, This excess heat weakens sperm quality and reduces testicular vitality. In my practice, I've worked with blokes who felt tired, without energy, and with declining intimate life. When we investigated, we discovered their routine included hours of heat exposure in the genital area. These were small habits that were slowly draining their energy. Don't forget that your testicles are outside your body precisely to stay at a lower temperature. That natural condition ensures proper production of sperm and hormones. Altering that balance is playing with a delicate system that doesn't tolerate neglect. Even carrying your mobile in your front pocket can be harmful, combining heat with radiation. Although its effects seem subtle, long-term they affect intimate health. The solution is simple. Wear loose clothing, put your laptop on the desk, limit time in saunas and spas. These small precautions preserve your vitality and your sexual future. Mistake number 7. Being aggressive with your penis, the death grip. Many men reckon that intense masturbation doesn't have consequences, but the truth is different, mate. Using too much force or aggressive movements might feel pleasurable in the moment, but it leaves invisible marks that cause long-term damage. A clear example is what's called the death grip, a habit where the penis becomes accustomed to such intense stimulation that no real sexual encounter can reproduce it. The result is frustration, difficulty feeling pleasure with a partner, and even progressive loss of sensitivity. I've treated patients who, despite having desire, couldn't fully enjoy sex. The problem wasn't with their partner, but with the conditioning they'd created by mistreating their own penis. Additionally, aggression generates internal microtraumas. Each rough movement can leave scars that reduce tissue elasticity, limit erections, and generate permanent frustration. Your penis isn't designed to withstand excessive pressure, guys. It responds better to natural stimulation similar to healthy sexual relations. So be careful, use lubricant, avoid aggressive movements, and remember that pleasure doesn't have to come with pain or excessive force. Treating your body with respect ensures health and vitality for many more years. If you've been doing this, it's not too late to change. Start being gentler with yourself from today. Mistake number 8. Smoking, excessive drinking, and being sedentary. Among the most destructive habits for intimate health are cigarettes, alcohol, and lack of exercise. They're silent enemies that corrode your body bit by bit and directly affect your sexual vitality. Tobacco is one of the worst villains, mate. It damages blood vessels, reduces oxygenation, and accelerates arterial aging. Over time, circulation deteriorates, and your penis is one of the first to feel the effects. I remember treating this bloke, let's call him Dave, 6 years old from Sydney, a lifelong smoker who couldn't understand why he felt so tired, and his intimate health was declining. Tests showed his arteries were damaged, and cigarettes had been the silent culprit. Excessive alcohol also takes its toll. An overworked liver alters hormonal metabolism and weakens your body, making it slower, less resistant, and with a penis that no longer responds like before. A sedentary lifestyle completes the vicious cycle. An immobile body accumulates fat, loses strength, and develops chronic inflammation that affects circulation and hormones. In short, smoking, drinking excessively, and not exercising don't just damage your heart or lungs. They directly attack your intimate life, robbing you of pleasure, energy, and vitality. If you're serious about maintaining your sexual health, these are the first 3 things you need to sort out. Even a 20-minute walk each arvo makes a massive difference, I reckon. Mistake number 9. Being too hard on yourself. Stress and self-criticism. One of the most silent enemies of male health is psychological pressure. Guys, many men carry guilt, shame, and anxiety when they notice changes in their body. That constant self-criticism generates powerful stress that directly attacks intimate life. Your mind and body are deeply connected. When a bloke lives trapped in fear of failure, that tension becomes a self-fulfilling prophecy. I've seen this in my consulting rooms time and time again. Men who arrive convinced they're losing their masculinity when what's actually happening is emotional exhaustion. I remember this patient, let's call him Bill, 70 years old, who was so hard on himself that every intimate attempt ended in frustration. After evaluating him, we discovered the problem wasn't physical. It was emotional. That excess pressure fed stress, and stress in turn damaged his sleep, hormones, circulation, and daily disposition. Gradually, his general health collapsed and his penis suffered as a reflection of that exhaustion. It's crucial to understand that all men go through phases where the body doesn't respond the same as before. That doesn't mean failure. It means adaptation. Mate, being too hard on yourself only makes things worse. So, treat yourself with kindness, yeah? Accept that there are better days and others not so much. Seeking mental balance is also taking care of your intimate health. A man at peace with himself has a much better chance of maintaining pleasure and vitality for many years. If you're struggling with this, there's no shame in talking to someone, whether that's your GP or a psychologist. Mental health is just as important as physical health. And now, mistake number 10, the most critical one: abandoning use of your penis. This might be the most serious mistake of all, fellas. Many men over 60 reckon that intimacy is no longer necessary, and that abandonment accelerates natural weakening. Your penis was designed for activity. Even nocturnal erections serve an essential function, oxygenating tissues and preserving elasticity. When those erections decrease and the bloke also stops stimulating himself, atrophy appears, along with fibrosis and penile shortening. I've seen men who, after years without intimate activity, notice changes in the shape and rigidity of their penis. One of them, let's call him Robert, 74 years old from Perth, thought it was just about age, but actually, it was complete abandonment that accelerated the loss of vitality. It's important to understand that intimacy isn't reduced to just sex, guys. It also includes touch, closeness, and caring for your own body. When you eliminate that from your life, your body interprets that it no longer needs that function and starts to shut down vital mechanisms. Of course, the frequency won't be the same as when you were 20 or 30, fair dinkum. But maintaining activity, whether with a partner or solo, is key to preserving male health. Your penis needs movement and stimulation to stay healthy. So don't abandon it, mate. Use it, care for it, and give it the attention it deserves. That simple attitude prevents atrophy, preserves vitality, and strengthens not just your body but also your confidence. And look, if you don't have a partner, that's absolutely fine. You can still maintain that function yourself. There's no shame in it, it's health maintenance. Now you know the 10 mistakes every man over 60 should avoid with his penis. Each one by itself might seem small, but together, they slowly destroy your intimate health. Ignoring them is giving up what keeps your masculinity alive. If you truly care about your well-being, start acting today, guys. Don't wait for problems to appear. Remember, prevention is always simpler, less painful, and far more effective than any late treatment. Your penis isn't just a symbol, it's a health marker. Its condition reflects how your entire body is doing. Take care of it, and you'll be taking care of your overall health. Right. Before you go, I want you to do 3 things for me. First, smash that like button if this video helped you. It helps other blokes find this crucial information. Second, subscribe to the channel because I'm putting out more honest health advice every week. And third, drop a comment below telling me which of these 10 mistakes surprised you the most, or if there's another health topic you want me to cover next. And if you found this helpful, I've put together a free downloadable checklist in the description below. It's called the Weekly Penis Health Check, just 7 simple steps you can do at home to monitor your health. No worries, it's completely free and private, just click the link. Take care of yourselves, guys. Your health matters, and it's never too late to start making better choices. I'll see you in the next one. Cheers.